Looking at our bottom 8, though, no APAC players. They've become the best region. I just wanted to sneak that in there. However, for a couple of our greats, they are on the cusp, especially for someone like Lekoko. 15 points. He's currently in the bottom 8. He needs to give a really strong performance if he wants to continue.
Quintanilla also 16 points. Also in that difficult cutoff as a possibility. The Brazilian that is known about playing reroll. He's playing a little more flexible. I would love to see him going back to the basics and to what gave him the strengths and the possibility to get here to the finals.
He played a lot of Katarina reroll at the Americas Regional Finals, and we've actually only seen a select number of players go for that line throughout the Tactician's Crown. One of those reasons being, I think, it has not always been able to keep up with the power level, some of these more like fast 8, fast 9 oriented boards. And you really need something like a Radiant item or an artifact to really feel like it's going to be that big breakout performing composition. For our 6th game of the day, we are going to have the Braum encounter, gold subscription. Everybody is going to get dropped varying amounts of gold at the beginning of each stage.
And I think this is good news for a lot of the players that are lower on the point totem pool, because this allows fast 9 compositions a little bit easier. The other players that have high points, they're probably happy to just roll it down on level 8. They're not going to contest your game plan. You're going to have an easier time hitting all your legendaries.
And of course, whoever has that possibility of reroll that we haven't seen that much, I'm happy. We saw the Kaisa in the last game. So actually open up, and the surprise, no one trying to force that Malzahar line, at least not the normal Malzahar, heavyweight protector Malzahar. And obviously that double trouble hasn't been found, at least on the games that we have seen live so far. Double possibilities here, trying to find the Gnar as a good opener. The only player that could get a second crown here at Tactician Crown, and looking well, playing well, maybe in middle table at 22 points, that's the actual cutoff. He will need to step up for tomorrow if he needs to accomplish or wants to advance to that final lobby.
Yeah, I think for double, he's one of those players in the position. He's not thinking about not going 8. He's thinking about how do I hit the finals. So he's still going to, I hope, play for a little bit more high-risk compositions. I do want to touch on some of the individual storylines. Cambuly started the day off in the top 8, but now has dropped considerably after a string of subpar games from him, down to 21st. On the other hand, for Zunbai, he started very low with Flancy in the bottom 8, rose all the way now to 17th place. So we are seeing sort of these momentum shifts coming in from the players. I think, really just having the wind underneath your sails is a very important factor. And we're going to start with the golds.
Oh. Okay, I thought I saw a couple of hero augment options, but there are also some for a little bit more variance. If you really want to, there's a calculated loss on the board, or you could take Worth the Wait if you are Terry. And we'll check in with our players as they continue to pick their augments.
Pandora for Lekoko here. I believe he's Prize Fighter. We will check here for Senbai.
Oh, Pandora's items.
Senbai is Prize Fighter, yes.
Okay.
Oh, and Sunwade C actually took something amazing. That's one of the Luchador augments.
Yeah, Grand Slam is kind of an interesting one to pick because it griefs your positioning a lot of times. When your units jump in, a lot of times your volley bear just gets targeted first. So it's always kind of fun to see. It's a little bit of a meanie one, but I think Juggernauts and that line with Edge Lords and Luchador are definitely a very strong one.
Cambuly took too much value, so could have a good opportunity to reroll, but something that we did see in the Americas is you actually bank up all of those rerolls with all of those 2 costs that you're carrying, and then you push to level 8 or 9, and you roll down with all those free rerolls that you have accumulated over the course of the game until you get to that point. So a couple of different ways he could play it, so I wonder if maybe he tries to take things a little bit slower in the second stage, and then see what happens from there. Because even if you are going for a reroll, a lot of the big roll downs you will do are on stage 3 anyway, when you can already figure out what your second augment will be.
I think Cambuly definitely has kind of his finger on the trigger. He can kind of decide which 2-cost reroll he wants to go for, because he's just going to have a lot more stacked up with that.
And he does have the over 9,000.
Yeah.
He just needs to have a good, I think, items for the Katarina. And look, I mean, do you really want to try to contest the Katarina reroll master Quintanilla?
Wow. It's going to come down to what their items are and who can hit that 2-star first. I think those are going to be the key pointers, but someone has to budge.
Yeah, it's not strong enough to have 2 people in it, even if you're the master of it. So yeah, I believe Quintanilla should have the priority. Cambuly knows He has prepared so much and played so many games also with Quintanilla on regionals. So probably Cambuli will be the one who will be thrown out from this placement. But for now, still options open. Finds the Sinsao. So maybe more possibilities to go on another route.
It's tough. I like the Callista though, because you enable the Executioner for the Katarina, and so I think that can also help you like try to keep a win streak if you want. But Quintanilla has done the same thing, so it's
It's an interesting staring contest here.
Yeah.
so weird.
Cam made it. He made the Sinsao too. So maybe go more for a Soul Fighter line there.
Or maybe like Zaya, but you don't really have like the best
Yeah.
items yet.
It's going to come down to who can find the Hodges and the Nashers. I think those first items are going to be critical. For Lococo, this is kind of an interesting one. He does have to go for a big finish here, and I'm rather surprised that he's going for Pandora's items. That's typically not thought of as a high cap augment. It's more of an augment that smooths your game plan over rather than accentuates it.
Yeah, interesting. And also the direction, right? He has a Rabadon, he has a Rage Blade.
Oh.
So it's like going for tempo with the possibility of slamming any items combination possible.
This is huge. Who's going to get it? It's Quintanilla.
Oh!
Oh, will Cambuli still stare him down after that? That's the big question here, because he's going to get the 7 BA easily.
Oh man, I mean, so he ended up picking up a bow. So there is a possibility to actually make a Kraken's or a Nashers.
Yeah.
You could also like make you could make Shred if you want it, but I feel like either of those, you maybe just want to make the Krakens and just go down a route of Zaya.
Yeah, I think that's a great call out. You know, you have the Shen and Zaya line, but the Zaya is going to be pretty contested across the board. A lot of Star Guardians holding on to it. Gobo, we just saw, had that 2-star Zaya already built. And what is this? How? Terry? Wave theory? What?
Well, so there's a worth the wait, and I have to imagine that the worth the wait
Zach.
is Zach. But where did this? Where did
That's
this
variance.
star?
That's variance in favor here of Terry. And, I mean, great position right now.
Older man.
Okay, I mean, that's going to make life hard for a lot of these other rerollers that need points, because it means their streaks are probably going to get broken on stage 3. If you're trying to go Janna, you're trying to go Katarina, and Terry is this far ahead, you're not going to like the results.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it will depend on what he gets on stage 3. Maybe he can go for Malzahar. He's still open. Slamming this Giant Slayer, he can go for anything he wants. Could be Malzahar, could be Fast 9. So let's see what he goes for. For now, 4 heavyweights, looking like Malzahar, and obviously trying to go for that big sack as his main tank, Soundwaves. In for just a short theme right now, the augment for Luchador that you mentioned, Necra, and just committing fully to the AD line.
Yep, gonna play through the Grand Slam. This one makes your luchadors jump into the enemy composition at the start of combat. It's a really fun one, but has some unpredictable results, if I may say so myself.
Watch the Nar.
This is going to be a different
yeah.
player. Zenbai, can he get the 5 win streak? That's the big thing. The prize fighter does catch you out, I believe, on 4. It's been a while since I picked this because it's so hard to actually do, but I think it shows Zenbai's mentality. He's here to go all the way to finals. He's not, settling just to avoid cuts. He wants highest points as possible.
And Gobo, on the other hand, slamming the Bramble.
What was that comment?
I just think it's unfortunate prize fighter when you have like a 2-star Smolder, 2-star Zaya on your boards. It's just like, okay.
But that is to your point that you said earlier, that a lot of players are not going to want to actually see that 2-star Smolder across from them when they are trying to actually win and cash out things like the prize fighter and keep their win streak. So I just think it was like the perfect exhibit A to the point that you laid out before.
Yeah, it does change the calculus quite a little. I think Terry is just kind of sitting pretty. I still want to see where Lococo goes with this. Again, he needs a lot of points here. He doesn't have a high cap augment. So I'm really wondering, how does he pivot this? Also, Zach is going to be very hard to find. There is a worth the wait Zach on another board here. Is he going to put all of his eggs into the... he has a good chance to re-roll the Kale.
We'll see it now, yeah. 3-1 will be the inflection point. Has 4, finds 1 additional.
Oh, more
Does
dogs
he
trying to
roll?
tell him something.
There it is. There's a roll down. So committing to the KO. Trying to find the stack 2 will be very important. We know he contested and getting as much as possible. You drop to 30 here or just maintain?
I think
You
the
have to
shop is trying
go.
to tell me something. I'm going to...
Small wave here for him. To Malzahar.
Ooh.
Can he pivot? I don't think so.
That's a Darius also.
Well, you have the Pandora's bench, so like, could you actually?
I
Could
think
you
the problem is you have he doesn't have Pandora's bench. He has item.
Sorry. So what I mean is, yes, I said the wrong one. But could you put like the Rabadons onto the Malzahar and let the red buff and the
you
Rage
could-
Blade reroll?
You could re-roll the items. I think the problem is Terry is already established on heavyweights, and he's also
Yeah.
full win streaking. So it's really hard to see him pivot.
Yeah.
So as we see, Coco is not picking up the 2 Malzahars. He's just staying on 40 and probably keeping to the Kale line.
Yeah, he already rolled so much, he has to stay here. If not, he loses total tempo to go for another line, and then he will try to find that additional inflation. We know there's additional economy from the encounter, so there's that possibility to get to level 9 after getting the kill 3-star.
And I believe he takes a care package here. Thought he might be considering some of the combat augments, but just getting more HP. And we also have to check in onto our rerollers. I believe I see an Ash on Quintanilla.
Okay, good chance.
Yeah, I think he like full pivoted actually. He took out the Katarina entirely. Went to 5 Crystal Gambit.
Hey, I'll pivot out if I get a...
Cam uses 3 fruits and couldn't find the veteran Katarina, and he already had 3 mentors, so huge cap out for him, and now he will have to fish for that Katarina. If he doesn't find it, it's worst nightmare.
The good news for him is that at least the rerollers are pivoting out. Quintanilla is obviously going to be established into this line. He used his spat to go for a strategist emblem in the front line, already with a 2-star Swain. This is one of the best tempo spots you could look for here. This could be the comeback story for Quintanilla. I don't think any board out there is going to be strong enough to disrupt his tempo. And Cambioli, unfortunately, has to face the wrath of the 5 crystals.
Oh,
Ooh, he knows this is a tough spot.
it's really hard. I mean, this is a very strong board, and I just kind of wonder, you know, where does Cambioli actually go?
I think he has to stay. He already rolled a little. He's rolling again.
Okay, well, he gets like
Yeah.
quite a few big upgrades here. Gets another copy of the Vi.
Yeah, needs to commit here fully on the Jana plus the Kobuko, and then on the next neutral round needs to hit. He needs to hit the veteran.
Oh, this is just so painful to watch. It is the set 15 special, but you do have to find the correct power up for a lot of these compositions to reach their full potential. The good thing for him is even though he's not going to get a streak on stage 3, he is pretty far ahead in copies. You know, 6 copies of Jana.
Chance there. Up against Senbai. Still holding items on the Gnar. Shadow Clone. Good front line. Juggernaut as a possibility. Also one of the ones trying to go for that level 9. Holding the Crystal Gambit. So maybe hoping also for that Ash in the middle ground. Of course, he's heavily contested. And in a bad position. Taking the loss. So double. Just looking strong right now. Tempo, 6-level fighter. And doing what he has to do with this comp.
One
The
of this-
Coco hit Kale 3, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so he's fully established in that line. 81 HP, that's not too bad.
That's actually pretty great.
Yeah, it's very good for the reroll line. Sorry, I was a little too unexcited, I guess.
I was like, oh, it's pretty good, I think.
Oh, look at this! These carousels for
Samira,
double.
Volley, you got the Jinx if anybody wants it.
2 major picks here for double.
Oh,
If he gets the volley bear, that'd be huge for Samira, obviously.
also goes for the Samira priority and perfect. Going deep into the line and a chance for double to hit early when and go for the 8-hole fighter also.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything for Terry to extend his win streak. He's kind of sitting pretty. He was on 5 win streak with the Zac and the natural smolder.
Okay, Le Coco. We mentioned the Kale 3, and now not having a front line will be difficult, not having enough chance for the Rage Blade to pop off. So he will try to play Seguro Tempo here, trying to find economy augments on the third one and go to the important level 9 to pop off the Kale and be a good carry. Kambuli keeps rolling, or at least a natural Rakan here to improve a little his board. But the one punishing the lobby right now is Terry. 6 win streak right now, 92 HP.
Yeah, I do feel like Terry is going to give kind of a free pass to all of the Fast 9 players or like level 8 players because the rerollers are not getting their tempo. They're not really getting ahead in terms of the economy. So Terry's basically just serving this game up to a few of the players here. I think Double's happy to see Terry in this position.
Oh my goodness. Poor Kambuli. It just feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah, he knows. Such a tough position here for him, taking the L. 45, now 40. You mentioned, Clement, he has a chance here with the Janna, but he needs to hit. So we will check him on neutrals just to see if he hits the veteran and manage to stabilize right here. Terry, once again, the sack, going for sack 4. So he's not selling the additional copies that he has. He's going for full commitment on that sack. So maybe he will stay probably on that heavyweight line for that sack and then maybe flex, obviously, the back lane. Maybe trying to go for Wrath vertical.
Yeah, that's a potential line that we've seen people go for. It's just like 6 Wraith with the Varus. It's one of the rare lines. I don't think a lot of people know it, but we've definitely seen good players kind of pivot their positions into that one. And Gobo Star here, just going for the Jinx Samira angle. Yep. Probably leaning more towards the Jinx now that...
yeah, with the IE.
Yeah.
Fully Jinx. You see body change on that sack. It got me confused for a second. It was the Darius. And now Smolder, the one doing the heavy lifting here. Full damage, trying to access the backline. Once again, Terry holding up the win streak. Now 8 win streak for him.
There's a lot of things we need to pay attention to. I think, for me, Kambuli's next power-up. Can he hit that one veteran? That is going to shape up his tournament. It's going to be absolutely critical for him.
Okay, Janna.
Does find the Janna. That's
Nice.
good. That's good.
Oof. We see the expression, the tension. He knows. If he doesn't hit, we'll see a commitment laughter there because there's nothing you can do.
The sigh of relief is going to be immense if he does finally find it. But if he doesn't, that's such a roller coaster of emotions to go through. Start the day out strong, but then fall into this position. It all comes down to this.
I know. I'm like nervous. My heart is pounding.
31 HP. A roll and a dream here for Kambuli. Okay.
Come on, let's see.
This is it. This is it for all the Cam fans. Get the power up.
Okay.
See what we can do with it. Here we go. Here we go. Please.
No!
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, what do you take here?
You just
Goes
take the
for
best.
efficient.
Yeah, you just take the best combat augment.
Okay, so now you don't play mentor, right? You try to flex, maybe? Try to go full strategies? Could be an option here.
I'm honestly not even sure what you do in this spot.
Yeah. I mean, besides going 8th. I'm looking for a chance here, Clem.
Yeah.
Help me out. There has to be an angle. Okay,
You just play strategist, I guess.
Okay.
Strategist, mech, try to do the best you can. He still has a good, decent smite on 4142, but the thing is he needs to make it all the way to stage 5 to go back to veteran.
Okay, Quintanilla looking good. Access to the backline there from the Jace is not enough. Casante holding the front line. And this should be a win for the Ashe in the last moment by the slightest. HP Quintanilla didn't even blink.
That was so close for comfort.
I can't believe he's so calm.
16, he needs 6 points. So 3rd or better for Quintanilla to stay alive.
Yeah, 23 to
survive
be
day 3.
safe, so he needs 2nd place.
Second place to be
at
100%
least.
safe. Yeah.
Ooh.
Exponential growth coming in for Lococo.
Explosive.
Yeah, explosive, sorry.
Potential. You can pitch it in. You know that they're actually, but you need to win something, Clement. You need to win like an open something, and you get the augment with your recognition.
Oh, yeah.
Next attack winner right here.
Yeah.
Right. Wait for me, guys.
I love it.
Okay, Senbai doing transition here. Level 8, trying to find priority unit.
can't believe the risks that he's taking. He's going prize fighter, malicious monetization.
Oh my
Like, what happens
God.
if you don't hit the Braum? It's like, wow.
Well,
You gotta trust himself. You gotta trust yourself. This is what we were talking about.
Coming into that Jinx, didn't find even the pair. I believe he was rolling to true zero there.
Yeah.
Doesn't find it. Is right.
I'm not sure he got the
Dead
volley
last.
bear. He got the Braum, but no,
Okay.
I don't think I saw the volley. Come on, this is Quintanilla. This has to be the comeback.
he got
story.
one volley.
Yeah.
Zenpai
Okay,
has
okay.
exactly one, but
One is good enough. One is good enough.
Flicker Blade here for Quintanilla. Looking strong. Casante popping off. Already with the second transformation. Falls down. Ash doesn't target the Samira. Late, but it's good enough. Okay, good win here for Quinta once again.
Ooh.
The clear favorite to win out in this lobby.
Okay, Kimbuli got a second win. We got the Rise 2.
Okay.
Get some upgrades over there.
Okay, there it is. Playing the vertical set. Decides to go for the mentor. So it will be important to have that rise also with item to ensure the full influx of stats goes to that rise immediately.
Yep, just still gonna be strategist mentor here and just try for his luck later on with the rolls.
Oh my god, did he reforge for the Manazane? He had to have, right?
Yeah, he reforged for Manazane.
Wow! What a nice hit!
This is regression to the mean. If you're so unlucky with your power-ups, you have to get that
You
luck
get
back.
something.
Yeah, yeah,
Karma
get back
is real.
somewhere.
It's just the karmic balance, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can't miss on everything, right? You got to hit somewhere.
get
so
something.
there we go. There we go.
Normally it balance on the next game, not on the same one, but actually getting
Let's
on
go
the
see
same
the
one.
last
Good.
game. We don't want
No,
to wait for next.
no, we're gonna have it on this game. Thank you, Hupe.
Oh, but Zumbai, on the other hand, malicious monetization, but going into a 9-loss streak.
Brown is also a priority here.
Ooh, Zumbai could pick this up. Are we going to go for the level 8 Braum 2? Is that the game plan?
Thinking about it.
But does he have the correct items? Oh, no, he
Okay,
can't
no.
even go for it.
Decides to go for Prio. Needs the sword here. But is it good enough? Double stabilizing here with the Edgelord. Lecoco trying to go for that important level 9. All the comp is still assembled. Little bodies for Sunway.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on like the bottom end here because you know who first place is going to be already.
Yep.
Like, there's no question.
Yeah,
Danielia
Teamfight
is
is
just
strong.
first place. So the best Lecoco can do is, you know, just kind of like the second place with 7 points.
Oh, finds the Jinx. Huge hit for Senbai. Has the Gather Force with the Shojin, so great setup here. Huge damage trying to find the Bolivar, but at least the Jinx will enable him to stabilize. He only 13. I think he needs to sell here.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. There's no way you keep that
Sell
Casante.
Casante, yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, and going up against this
Oh,
Boulder
no.
3, I think it's over for Zenpai.
He knows. Yeah, so difficult position. Zack looking strong in the front line, vertical heavyweight, and the Smolder doing so much damage here.
He should stay alive. He just needs to kill 3 units, but
Okay.
this is terrible because he can't use the malicious monetization.
Yeah, very
Oh.
close, actually. Only by 2. So as you mentioned, Clement, he should stay alive here. 3 HP. And 3 HP and a dream.
Well, if you
Oh.
picked 3 HP for your pick'ems, then, you know, maybe Zenpai will turn it around. But it is looking really tough. I mean, the Volibear 2 is going to be a nice hit here, but the fact that you're still sitting at Braum 1, Casante 1, it's just going to be about making sure you get the sides right.
Yeah, you need to be on strong side. You need to try to get the Bolivar in as soon as possible. So maybe the switch to the left. Final moment, there it is. Decides to leave the Jinx on this side. Maybe a mistake, probably because you need to get the damage all in one phase.
We're going to be taking a look at Lecoco here. He's also in a decent position, I believe. Didn't lose too much HP on stage 4. Just going straight 9 here. That game plan should work out for him. And because he's going 9, I think this is going to be a decent win for Zenbai.
Yep.
Zenbai will stay alive.
Ooh, and so does Kambuli on the left-hand side. Starting to heat up here for our final game, as we have a lot of players now looking at very low HP totals, especially when it comes to our bottom 4. Quintanilla continues to get stronger, though, and this is a player you just absolutely don't want to run into anytime soon. if you are in that bottom 4.
Yeah, and already level 9 and punishing fast niners, just taking those units out of them immediately and just getting stronger and stronger. And Terry, closer now to the stacked 4-star, lacking 6 units.
Yep, and the high rollers are just too strong in this lobby. I think that's the big issue so far. Everyone that needs to go for points is kind of looking in despair at these boards. There's even a 4-star Zac coming online sometime soon.
And you could also roll for Jace 3, which would cap out that board even further.
Yeah, so much more upwards potential for that. Soundwaves is stuck on level 8 here with this board, even with...
Tough.
Yeah.
Not much he can do here. Looking like an 8th, trying to save the 7 here against Senbai. But yeah, no position here. Doesn't have enough gold. 4 luchador is normally additional utility, but you don't have the base. You don't have the core of any comp.
Yeah. It's just that too, because if you want to actually get Little Buddy's value, think about also the lower cost units that you want to have on your board. And you're going up against the Kale 3 on the other side. Senpai goes up against this Amelia board. And so they might both get eliminated here.
Yeah, power spike here for the Kale. Immediate line here for level 9. And both are eliminated here. So both Senway C and Senbai go 7 and 8. CN taking a huge loss here, both with 23, so they both qualify for tomorrow, but in a very difficult position. They will be on bottom table.
Yeah, it's very hard for them to survive the cuts, and this is good news for Cambuli, of course. Like, he was looking in a very bad position.
Yeah.
He finally gets his veteran on stage 5.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it's amazing the way he pivoted that board. He wasn't, you know, just beating up himself. He was able to stabilize. He won 4 matches.
Did you also see how many copies of Kobuko he had to sell? And he's just now remaking the Kobuko after getting the Janna. So he actually knew he needed to sell things, buy some upgrades to his board, actually stabilize, and now he can get things back in. But Clement, I see you making this face. What's going through your head in this matchup with this KO reroll versus the Ashe?
You just don't want to face Quintanilla. You know, face him early, the chances you're going to hit him again, they're pretty high. Might be players going out on this stage and you could hit him again.
Yeah.
So.
Looking strong. Cambuli taking a huge loss here against Gobo. Cambu faces Quintanilla as it's over for him. Right now, level 8, trying to find that level 9 and get something else in. He already has the frontline 2-star, has everything set up. It's just a matter of taking additional win more from now on.
Yeah, I think Cambuli just saw who he's going to face next, possibly. He's shaking his head. You know, he might survive the next cut, 23 to be safe, but Cambuli, we had much higher expectations for him. He's not just looking at the top 32.
Well, when you're coming off the back of being in a final lobby at the previous Tactician's Crown, remember he ended up in the top 8 of Cyber City. I think a lot of people saw that, and also the exponential growth that he has had as a competitor in the America scene, and said Cambuli is really in some of the best shape that we have seen him in. And so I think it is a disappointment. Just as a Cambuli fan, you know that he can do a lot more than this, but it is the global stage, and it is so hard. But maybe he's able to make it through this. It's the Samira on the other side, but as the Braum actually throws things around, the Samira gets another cast, and the Janna actually does it!
Taking the win! And Lecoco falls down against Terry. We have the confirmation, and Cambuli getting additional positions.
Oh, that's so huge to keep yourself alive in the future cuts here. Lecoco, though, I think that has to just unfortunately be the end of his journey there. 3 points, 17 total, too far away.
Same story though, right? Like Coco is one of those big EMEA greats that I think everybody has always looked at and said, your time is coming. Something just never has seemed to be quite the right conditions for you to get that big major finish on that global international stage. And but he's still considered to be one of the best players in EMEA, whether it is just the experience that he has had, being able to make it to this stage several times now at the Global Tactician's Crown. So yeah, it is definitely a disappointment, but home field advantage coming for Lecoco in Paris.
He'll always be a great, but he really needed to hit a final lobbies at TAC round for him to kind of advance himself into that contester, to show that he can still perform and have that composure in the highest tiers of competition. he's going to have to wait for next set, unfortunately.
Yeah, but let's not forget how tough it is to even get here. And I think that's why it, while we can say it is still a disappointment, we have to celebrate the fact that making it at all is such an enormous accomplishment. And someone like KC61, who is definitely making sure that he can kind of stay in this. He wants to accumulate as many points as possible. Unfortunately, on the other side, I think Kambuli did fall, whether it was to Quintanilla or it was to Terry. Kambuli is now going to go out in 5th place.
So overall, that is going to be 25 points for him. Still not a very acceptable finish, about like 1 point below the average line, if we're doing the calculations right there. Yeah, he still has a chance to save it for sure.
Yeah, we'll need a great run tomorrow. Obviously,
but it's possible.
Top. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Hit the VODs tonight. Get a nice rest. Make sure that you are feeling good about going into tomorrow's competition. I feel like it's just the major hurdle is getting there at all. So the fact that you've saved yourself for a second day of competition feels amazing. Now on Elimination Zone, Gobelster versus Double. And this is a hard-fought battle, but the Samira just feels so
close.
strong.
Bolly with the Kraken slam out is just not enough.
Yep. It was a level 9 angle for Double. So is able to take that over Gobo. And this is really important for Gobo because he was in contention for just getting a top 4 bye in game 13. Different players aiming for different things right here.
31 points, finishing in 36 right now. Amazing for him.
Wow, but Quintanilla, again, like the story of today. 2 copies off of Ash 3, by the way, but also 12 win streak. This 5 Crystal Gambit Ash has heavily been paying off. 2 Strategist emblems on top of a Duelist emblem, probably from all of the rewards that he's been getting from this 5 Crystal Gambit. And as a player sitting at 16 points, when you think the expected cutoff will be 24, Quintanilla with a 1st place may have bought himself another chance at life as well.
Yeah, there's just no way that the other 2 players can catch up to him
Level 10
remotely.
There was a fade in there. You're going to get the Rise 2. Oh my goodness, he's going to roll for like a 3-star 4 cost. He's got 5 copies of Cassante. Okay, decides to sell it because he knows that he can actually get that in there. But I mean, wow.
Do we get bounties for Lee Sin 3, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I like the prize format over in the TFT for sure. But I don't think that that's an option here, but you still have a couple of upgrades regardless. I want to check in whether or not Double and Terry have actually been clued in, whether they should actually hold some of these units now. So it's going to be a showdown between Quintanilla and Double 61, and it kind of seems like this is going to be Double going out in 3rd place for a 1v1 showdown between Quintanilla and Terry in the 6th and final game of day 1 of the Tactician's Crown. Oh my goodness, Quintanilla. Take a victory lap, why don't you? I don't know how Terry actually catches up to this bar going level 10, and he only has 3 gold.
He doesn't. I just don't think he does it. I think this is the time where Terry can start playing GeoGuessr on his 2nd monitor and stuff. Gotta chill out for the day. Ooh, both of these players just such high rollers in this lobby. Just I think it changed the game plan for the rest of the lobby so much. It's just not much you can do if you really needed the points to contest this.
Yeah, Terry finds the stack 4, trying to go for the J 3-star as an additional carry, but it's just not enough. Quintanilla is fully capped and has a fully Exodia War right now.
Oh my god, but he could get a 3-star Ash. This is not even the highest form yet, Hupe.
Amazing, beautiful, beautiful at all. Taking good damage. Now the focus fully on the Darius. Is the one who has to access the back lane to have some possibility, and now huge chunk of HP. Terry at 30, no 52. So we'll have a few rounds here.
Yep.
I know, but Terry knows. Yeah, he can't do anything against this.
You technically can sell, but you cannot forfeit. Those are just the rules I want to explain to everyone.
Okay.
Give you a bit of a sense. I think, yeah, Terry's just gonna think about his day.
Oh, one more away from Ash. One away from Ash. One away from Ash. Okay, 2 away from Lee Sin. Not my pick'ems.
It's good. They both have enough HP, so we can wait 1 round. And of course, Quintanilla wants to give us the show. 3-star 4 cost and the possibility of 3-star Lee Sin also.
Quintanilla can't actually make it because there is 1 copy of Lee Sin on Terry's board. So I actually think this is an angle where next round, if you can't get the Ashe off of the carousel, sell your Lee Sins and go for the Ashe and finish this game in a first in style.
Nice. Yeah.
I wish he showed some more emotion. You know, it's like, yay! Get it in, finish the day strong. But, you know, just going over his game, he naturaled the Ashe on 3-2. This is gold subscription, so that means he was able to accelerate his tempo much higher than everyone else. You know, just straight roll down with 5 crystal, get the max cap. So everything lined up perfectly for Quintanilla here. Just the correct map, the correct timing for the for the Ashe to show up. And for Terry, his game plan was relatively simple. I believe he just naturaled the Lulu. You can't get the Lulus off of the carousels anyway.
Terry is holding a copy of Ashe.
Come on, Terry.
More Sal de Lee Sin.
He's doing the right thing, but not the fun thing.
Okay, one off. He has another Ashe in the store, so no more Ashe available.
No, Quinta, no.
And it's in the worst game because Quintanilla has hope, but he doesn't know.
Yeah. I think this is the correct play to make. I think he's just practicing. You want your mechanics right.
Of course.
Yeah, so.
Your due diligence.
I can't fault him for that.
But I wanted to see the 3-star Ashe.
For sure.
But regardless, congratulations to Quintanilla. This has just been an amazing game for him. Someone who is able to make this photo finish happen with a first place here puts him at 24 points and with a chance to move forward to day 2 of our competition. So what a game to make it happen. And what a great chance for Brazil. You know, we were saying in the standings as we came into this, we saw Shaco and CMB towards the top and Quintanilla sort of on the outside looking in. But this is a player that you just cannot underestimate. After the performance that he had at the Americas Regional Finals, being able to get into that final lobby, it just feels like Quintanilla has really turned a new page in this chapter that is Brazil. These 3 incredible Brazilian stars that are coming in to represent the region, and they're all doing amazing in this first day.